Hello, friends and other relations, and welcome back to Surviving the Elements. Today, I decided I was going to try to make a deck featuring a card I'd never actually used before. So, I'd never used it, and I haven't seen it in very many decks. It's Precognition. Most decks go with the Golden Hourglass, which serves a similar function, but yeah, Precognition. It turned out much better than I expected. And so, like it's not often that I design a deck and then on the first try I win with it, and I'm not sure how I did it. So I tried fiddling with it a bit, and then the more I fiddled with it, the less it worked. So I went back to my original plan, and it works decently. So yeah, what this does, what Precognition does, is it lets you see your opponent's hand, which is useful only in really a few situations. Because I mean, it's not often that seeing your opponent's hand is going to change your strategy. It should, and if you're playing smart and you have a pretty versatile deck, it will. But most strategies, yeah, you just go through with the strategy regardless of what they're going to do. But that's not really the real power of this card, um, as far as everyday use. The power of this card is when you play it, you get to draw another card, and so it fits very well into the whole time theme, which is deck control. Deck control through reverse times and eternities, deck control through golden hourglasses and precognitions. You can decide how many, you can change the number of cards you'd normally draw. You can make your character have to put cards back into his deck. You can put cards back into your deck. That's really what the time deck is all about, and it does a really, it ends up being an interesting player. Oh, I completely forgot to show you the import code. Here, let me do that again. Processing, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there you go. So this focuses a lot on precognitions and scarabs, really. I got 5 scarab cards in there. And that's where the creature control comes in. The scarabs can devour anything that you have, anything with a smaller HP than you have scarabs, number of scarabs, which is awfully convenient. It tends to work pretty well in this deck because you're drawing more cards than normal, and so you can get more scarabs out more quickly. You don't even have to wait to get enough quanta for a pharaoh. You can get quite a few cards out right away. So I don't have as many time factories as I want, so I played Precognition. I can see what's in his hand. Most of it was pendulums, obviously, which he played, but he also has an Owl's Eye, which is something to watch out for, and Hope, which I don't think is going to be a big problem once I get my scarabs out. And then I could play Precognition again and get another card. It might be worth it. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't worth it. Should have waited. Oh well. All right, let's get those scarabs out there. And then I'm going to save up to play that Eternity. Because it'd just be good to have that. Now, the Owl's Eye is going to be an issue, no matter how this ends up working. So I'm going to go ahead and... I don't know what to do, actually. The Owl's Eye is going to be an issue regardless. I found that one of the weaknesses of these decks is anything that's really good at stalling. Okay, precog. Alright, I'm going to play the Scarab the same turn I play the Pharaoh, just so that I can get everything out there, and yeah, hopefully that helps. Okay, Pharaoh, Scarab. Let's go ahead and play another Precognition. You'll go through your deck really fast this way. I mean, there's only 6 Precognition cards in the deck, which is the maximum you can play. But you'll go through your deck really fast, and that's part of why this is weak against stalling decks, but not as much once you get your Eternity out there, because you can put cards from your put cards you played back in your deck so that you don't deck out, so you don't run out of cards, which is an automatic loss. Okay, Procrastination, Scarab. If the Owl's Eye just keeps hitting my Scarabs, then, well, I just have to wait until I have more Scarabs out. See? Right there. More Scarabs than... If I can grow the Scarabs faster than he can snipe them, well, that'll be great. And it looks like it's going to be a very slow process. Now, the Procrastination Shield is a weakness here, because yes, it means that your opponent's creatures only do damage every other turn, but that's still, I mean, it slows them down, but it doesn't stop the damage. Okay, I'm going to do precog. Oh, another time factory. Okay, cool. Now, the real weakness of this deck is those shields. Especially if they've got a nice weapon, or momentum, momentum-based creatures if you're fighting a gravity-based deck. You can, oh, let me reverse time his Fairy Queen. Let's put him back a notch. If I just keep reverse timing any creature he keeps playing, that's starving his Quanta, for one thing, which thankfully I have enough Quanta, and so I might as well do that. And it's making it so that he can't draw new cards, because I'm putting the Firefly Queen, for example, on the top of his deck every turn. So if he can't play new cards, well, he's out of luck. So I was pretty pleased with how this deck turned out. He keeps playing the Firefly Queen. Thankfully, he's got plenty of Quanta to work with. But especially if it was a higher Quanta card, it really eats into him. Okay. Normally, I'd have much more Scarabs by this time in the game. Well, this game's going a bit longer. And the game would be much shorter if that was the case. Ooh. I think the Sniper just hit a brick wall here. The Scarabs have grown in number enough that it's going to take more than one hit to kill each of them. I like that. Okay, precog, even though I only have 5 cards left, or 4 now. Yeah, I didn't need to do that. Oh well. Reverse time, Firefly Queen. And you're out! Thank you, friends and other relations, for watching. Yes! Woo! I got another Alzai. How many does that make? I've got 8 now or something? 7 or 8? Anyway, hope you're having a great day. Hope you go on a fun adventure, do something awesome, and I will see you anon. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.